Many in the Lake Orion community were caught by surprise when it was announced on Facebook on November 13th that Police Chief Jerry Narsh would be retiring from the Lake Orion Police Department and had accepted the position of Police Chief for the village of Holly. On the evening of November 20th, friends, family, and community leaders from both Lake Orion and Holly gathered at the Holly Vault to witness Jerry Narsh get sworn in as Holly's newest police chief. Narsh beat out 22 candidates vying to replace Michael Story, who resigned in August.
I do solemnly swear or affirm.
I do solemnly swear or affirm.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of this state.
And the Constitution of this state.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
And I will faithfully discharge the duties.
Of the office which I am about to enter.
The office for which I am about to enter.
According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
Welcome to the village of Holly, Chief Narsh.
A Waterford native, Narsh came to Lake Orion in 1981 as a reserve officer with the Lake Orion Police Department. He went to the police academy in 1982 and joined the force that same year. He served as lieutenant from 1995 until he became the police chief in 2001, replacing the retiring James Leach.
It's the most amazing experience of my life. It has been. What a ride. The love and the acceptance in the Lake Orion community is second to none. And it was hard. It was hard to know that it was time for me to go, but it was twice as hard to make that decision. But it was also time for Amanda and I to begin thinking about our future. It's not that far away where we're going to be solo and making new plans together, and this allows us to financially kind of step into those plans because it's going to come up quick. But it was hard. I love you, Lake Orion.
2, 1.
Narsh was eligible to retire 5 years ago, but stayed on the job to take care of some unfinished business.
So for 5 years, I wanted to see us get into the new village hall and police department. I was able to help lay that out for the police part of it, what our needs were, get it functioning. But then also there were just some personal benchmarks that I wanted to see within our community policing's program, and seeing staff step up and run those programs, which they are. And it was about a year ago, I was in my office and I realized that I'm just absolutely not needed anymore, because in the sense that the department and the men and women that work there are doing such a wonderful job. They've figured it out, they've got it running, and they're doing a great job. And I knew then that it was time to let them lead and let them run the department, bring their fresh eyes, their new ideas to new programs going forward.
During his tenure as chief, Narsh worked to build trust between the department and the community. He was instrumental in creating programs like Kids and Cops and Shop with a Hero. He's confident the department will continue these programs after his departure.
Oh, not only will they continue it, I predict they're going to improve it. Because, you know, it's fresh eyes and fresh ideas, but our Shop with a Hero program is continue in the manner it is and the size it is, but also our Kids and Cops program, our Cops Who Care. All of the initiatives that we've been doing, that was one of the reasons I knew it was time to step down, because all of the staff collectively came together, adopted those programs, and have been running them and doing them, and so they're good at it. They're all going to remain.
Next in line to replace Narsh is Lake Orion native Harold Rossman, who began serving the department as a reserve in 1987, volunteered for 5 years, went to the police academy in 1992, before becoming a full-time officer in 1995. He was promoted to lieutenant in 2001.
They're big shoes to fill. I'm not going to lie about that. But then again, the chief has instilled in all of us of his policies, procedures, the way that Lake Orion Police Department should function. So it shouldn't be that hard, even though there are still, huge shoes to fill. But I think we're able to meet that task, and I think we'll be just fine. And I'm looking forward to continuing what he just left us with, and continuing the same policies, procedures, and being Lake Orion PD.
Jerry Narsh's final official act as Lake Orion Police Chief is to lead the Orion Lighted Christmas Parade, driving the department's vintage 1941 Ford police car. It seems like a fitting end for such a long and illustrious career. He told us he'll continue to live in his home in the village and has even applied for the vacancy on Village Council. We here at ONTV would like to wish Jerry Narsh all the best as he begins this new chapter in his life. It's been a pleasure working with him, whether it was out in the community or here in our ONTV studio. His service to this community has impacted many lives, and he will be sorely missed.